Hey there, West Coast pop fans. Eric here. We usually aim to get you guys a new podcast episode every Monday. However, due to technical difficulties, we're unable to upload it today. Instead, please enjoy this tier list video that we prepared just for you guys. And tomorrow, we hope to have the podcast episode uploaded for you. Enjoy.
Hey there, West Coast Pop listeners. This is Eric. If you haven't seen this before, this is the West Coast Pop tier list video. I'm joined by Zach, Paul, and Knock. How are you guys doing today?
All good.
Not too bad. How about you?
I'm all good, man. Let's keep the views going.
Exactly. So, as I said, this is the West Coast Pop tier list. What we do is we will rank every aspect of professional wrestling from the top down. Today, we'll be ranking the AEW male roster. And as always, at the end of the video, we will each have a veto to move whoever we want to move into whichever section we believe. And we will start today with Angelico of the Hybrid 2. Where is he going? I'm saying Jobber.
Straight to the jobber section.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, jobber for me.
Alrighty. Next up, we've got Son of a Gun, Austin Gunn. I'm going to say lower card.
That man is a huge jobber right now.
Yeah, I need time. 6 to 8 months until he becomes a lower card at least. And it's always Father-Dad Day with these two. They need to give each other 6 feet apart.
Follow CDC guidelines.
Oh, please.
How about you, Paul?
Well, maybe I should have slept through this episode because I don't know who this is. I don't know who Angelico is either.
You remember Kip James from The Beautiful People, Billy Gunn from DX? That's his son.
Oh, okay, I see it now. The headband.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I get it. I don't know who he is, so jobber.
Oh, man. Poor
He's
Austin.
been entertaining in the crowd, though.
That's
I bet.
I'll give him that.
He has a good look.
Yeah.
Looks like his dad.
Exactly. He'd go far in WWE, but not here.
No.
But we move on to someone with a very impressive streak in AEW. Brandon Cutler. Where is he going?
Super jobber.
Oh my god. Oh my god, your gimmick is like an apple on your chest and get out of here.
Oh, no.
No,
That's
Oh,
the
that's
wrong
like
guy.
that's QT Marshall.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna shit his stupid ass early then, I guess.
No.
It's all
His
good.
gimmick is the rolling the dice. He's a Dungeons and Dragons player.
That's his gimmick?
Oh, I don't think I've seen
Yeah.
this guy. Is he just on Dark?
Yeah.
He's been on AEW. He's the one who he's the friend of the Bucks who records him and stuff. He does a few things.
Oh.
Oh, so he's behind the camera.
Mainly.
He does some stuff on Dynamite. He wrestles too.
Okay, well, this is another person I don't know, so jobber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And to show that you guys made the right choice, the current storyline that he's in right now is that he and Peter Avalon both have a record of 0-15. Peter might have 0-16, I'm not sure.
Sick.
We're
Yeah,
trying
it's
to
up there.
see who
Oh.
can get the first win.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Okay, so Kurt Hawkins is gonna come in at Fighter Fest and it's gonna be like a 3-way race.
That'd be hilarious, actually.
And then the Brooklyn Brawler comes back.
That would be hilarious. But we're gonna move on to someone who I know is not gonna be a jobber. Brian
No.
Cage. Where is he going?
Mid card.
Ooh.
Mid card for me. I like Brian Cage. I liked a lot of the stuff he did on Impact. He has a good look, and I didn't really think he was much of a talker, but with Taz on his side now, I can see him go far. He kind of reminds me a little bit of, like you said, Eric, Brock Lesnar, and Paul Heyman. So mid card for now. I want to see more.
That's what I said.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 'cause I don't really know enough about this guy to
Apologies.
make comparisons.
Give him my credit, Paul.
My apologies. What Knox said. He is like Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman.
All right.
Yeah.
Where are we putting him to knock?
Swolverine, the Terminator. He's going to go in the main event. I see him getting into a feud with Kenny Omega soon, which would be pretty entertaining because they're both the Terminator. Do the same thing.
Gotcha. How about you, Zach?
I'll say upper card. I agree with everything, but again, it's a little more time, but I'll say upper card.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I guess I have the deciding vote. I didn't really watch him in Impact, but I think it's fair to say that he is a draw. So
Right.
I'm gonna say upper card just to be safe. I don't trust him in my main event just yet because I don't know him.
Hey, Eric, One of his first matches in Impact, he beat Bobby Lashley. You know, if they'll give him extra credit for that.
Yeah, Finn Balor beat Bobby Lashley. Everyone's doing it. But we're gonna move on to Mr. Brody Lee, the head of the Dark Order.
Zach's favorite.
Where's he going, Zach?
Oh, man. He's going in the back to flip some damn burgers. Look, I know where he is in AEW, so I'll balance it out with my thoughts on him. I'll say upper card.
Okay.
Oh god.
That's a tough one. I'm gonna agree. I actually no. I'm gonna say mid card. I consider the TNT Championship mid card, so I'm gonna say mid card. I could see him holding that and having fun with it.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess I'll put him. Oh, you go first now.
Sorry, man. I'll go upper card because I think they're gonna take care of him. I personally don't see where he goes after some of these storylines, so I'm gonna put him upper card because I know they're gonna take care of him and they're gonna put Dark Order in a good position.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, I feel like they're hinting that he's going to be something big. You know, he is kind of coming off as this authoritative figure. He already went up against Cody Rhodes, and was it you, Eric, that said this, or Knock? That they say like with every big person they have them face Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, that was me. We just all sound the same too, don't we, Paul?
No, don't come with that. Oh my god, no. That's not what I mean.
But yeah.
You know what? You get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get you. But I think there's 3 votes into the upper card, so Brody Lee, you're there.
Yeah.
Burger time, Brody.
Burger time. Something's burning, dude.
All right. Next up, I'm glad we waited till now to do this because if we did it earlier, we wouldn't be able to have these two, Cash Wheeler and Dash Harwood. I don't remember which one is which, so we're doing both of them at the exact same time. They haven't done anything yet, so it's okay.
You don't know the difference?
I barely knew the difference when they were in WWE.
Scott is the bald one.
They all
Dash
look the
is the
same,
one
don't
with the
they,
beard.
Eric?
Turned it around.
Yeah. Dash is the one knocking people out.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say upper card.
Okay.
Oh yeah, they have so much momentum behind them right now, especially ever since that whole WWE fiasco. I'm gonna say upper card as well.
I'm gonna go main event. I truly believe they will main event one of these pay-per-views with the Bucks, if not multiple.
That's a fair point. Yeah.
You know what? Okay, never.
Yeah,
I'm just
I
gonna
agree
change it for later.
too. Go ahead.
No, I'm gonna change it for later.
Okay. You know that veto only works on one person. If you decide.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll use it on them.
All right.
Sorry, Zach. What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say main event. I think Cash Dealer and Dak Shepard are really gonna get pushed in the tag team division there, and the tag team division is gonna start picking up the main event spots at pay-per-views.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I'm gonna change mine because you made a good point there, and I could see them. They're gonna main event. It's gonna be a tag team main event. So I think that's 3 votes to main event. They're there. First main eventers.
Oh wait. So if you changed, can I change too?
Yeah.
Or okay, main event 2 for me. So why don't we put 4 for that?
Yeah. Free
Because
country.
it's just that in my mind I don't really think of like tag teams as main event, but this is AEW. It's not WWE. I feel like they kind of or take the tag team competition a little bit more seriously, especially with the Young Bucks there. So main event.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's why when we do WWE listing, we don't have tag teams in the main event because
I don't think we did.
No. Well, SmackDown last Friday.
Oh well, yeah, we ranked the New Day based on individuals.
Yeah, put all the New Day up there.
Yeah,
true.
But we move back into AEW territory with Le Champion, the man who brought us bubbly.
Main event, top of main event.
Main event.
Yeah, if there was a
Main
rank
event.
above main event, he'd go there.
One of my
He should
favorite
get his
wrestlers of
own-
all time.
His own Le Champion list, his own Le Champion tier.
There should be a Mount Rushmore right above it.
A little bit of the bubbly.
Exactly. Best wrestler of 2019 at
Best theme
49
song.
years
One
old.
of the best wrestlers ever in history.
Yes, exactly.
Technical genius.
But we can spend all day talking about Jericho, or we can move on to a man who's had just as many years in the ring as him, Christopher Daniels. Where is he going?
I'll put him up our card.
Me too.
I hope he gets a title shot soon, whether TNT Championship or one of them.
I'm gonna say lower
Yeah,
card.
I see upper card.
Wait, why?
See, I know everything he can do, and I want to see him get an AEW championship reign. But based on what he's doing right now, I think he's also busy in the back.
Lower card though?
That's fair.
Yeah, but like setting up talent, setting up like the younger guys or like feuds. But
he does do a lot of stuff backstage. Him and Kazarian.
But yeah, I think upper card's a good.
Switch mine to mid card because I feel. Yeah, I was gonna say just mid card just because I don't think with all these new guys coming in, XWW guys, he's gonna get a shot.
Yeah. But
yeah,
you know, I'll change mine to mid card too. But I'm gonna keep him end of upper card just to balance it out.
Okay.
This man has the best moonsault ever. I'm gonna stay in the upper card.
Hey.
Yeah.
In line.
Yeah, he does. Next up, the first person who I promise you when we do the end of this video recap, I'm gonna forget his name. Chucky T? Is that it? Chucky T? Yeah, there we go. One half of Chuck Taylor, thank you. One half of the best.
T stands for teeth because they're all messed up.
I couldn't tell who that was from the picture. Oh, okay.
That was the first one. I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to really think about this one. But I'm gonna say mid card.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. I'll go mid card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
They're trying to do this thing, and AEW is cool and all. I'm glad so many wrestlers are happy, but they're really doing this thing where if you're friends with Cody or the Bucks or Kenny, they try to show everyone that you can wrestle, and I think they're doing that with Trent and Chucky T, giving them solo matches, trying to prove they can wrestle.
Okay. I don't remember. He was Kenny Omega's tag team partner at one point.
Yeah.
The only reason why are we going to do them separately, Trenton?
Yeah, we're doing them separately.
Yeah.
Okay, because like this guy, I'm going to put on the mid card because I always my eyes are always towards Trent, not towards this guy. I always kind of forget that he's there.
I get you. Like he's solid in the ring. He can go. I just don't have that attachment to him.
Yeah,
put him mid card also.
Yeah. And then just keep in mind, one of his eyes is always facing his nose.
This guy.
The shade is back.
Oh, we missed you, Zach.
Built up.
All right, next up. Man, if I could put this guy with higher than the main event, I would. But Cody, where's he going?
Oh, main event, easy.
I'll put that man in the main event.
This is his company, main event.
Yeah. Oh man,
no question.
The reception this guy receives when he comes out to those rings, man, it's no question.
Yeah. Even when he does something stupid, I like it.
Yeah, he pretty much changed the world of wrestling forever, in my opinion. He made wrestling exciting again because with WWE only being like the main promotion there, they didn't have any competition and they can be as stale as they want. But now this is kind of like forcing other promotions to kind of step up their game because he is, I don't know, he's smart. He partnered up with Tony Khan and he knows how to run a promotion and he knows wrestling.
Yeah.
If you want to look how smart he is, just go back and look at his WWE entrance themes before Stardust. They were all the same theme redone to fit his new character that he created. So he's genius.
For real.
Yeah. He knows real character work.
Mm-hmm.
This is Dusty Rhodes' son?
Yep. Yeah. Grandson of a plumber. All right.
American Dream.
We move on. God, I might just do a whole video about Cody Rhodes one day, but we move on to...
I think it's well deserved.
Yes. We move on to Colt Boom Boom Cabana. Where's he going?
Love this guy.
Mid card.
Like upper mid card for me.
I'd say lower card. I think he's there to help with the t-shirt business, which is totally fine. But he does have age behind him and not that much of a move set.
I'm also gonna say lower card.
Yeah.
First of all, the picture I picked for him is not flattering, so I apologize, Cole. But everything Zach said, I think he's just there for the t-shirt business. He's there to have fun. I don't see him going for even the TNT championship ever. Maybe like a quick line.
I could see that.
This guy's so entertaining, though. That's the thing. That's why I like him. I like how he kind of doesn't take it seriously. And if you guys remember, he had like the whole puppet gimmick in the WWE. A lot of people hated that gimmick, but I fucking loved it. I thought he was so funny.
He's funny.
Yeah.
I just don't see him anywhere near main event though, especially at this stage in his career.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But next up, the future. If there's an AEW Hall of Fame, this kid's already made his mark in it. Darby Allen, where is he going?
Main event.
I think we should put Jeff Hardy 2.0 in upper card.
I'm torn. I want to say either upper card or mid card because I think he could do great things in the mid card,
Yeah.
but his talent is upper card, so I don't know. Zach, where are you going?
I'll say upper card. I don't think he's main event, at least not yet, because I don't see risky moves as being that special or unique. Like I'm not 10. Yeah, I say upper card. I think if he gets with more people in the ring, I think he'll develop into a total main eventer.
Fair enough. I'll put him in the upper card. I think he could go back and forth between main event and he can go wherever he wants.
Yeah.
Next up, when I was putting this list together, actually, this was the person who I said could go anywhere he wants originally. Dustin Rhodes, the natural. But where is he going
man.
right now?
I mean, right now, I'd be generous and give him mid card, but I can see him main eventing. If they just put him in a main event spot at like Fyter Fest or something or All Out, I'd buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If this was WWE, I'd put him in a retirement home. But after that Cody match I watched live, I gotta put him upper card just for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to say right in the middle because I think he can go anywhere depending on the storyline. So I'm just going to put him mid card just to put him somewhere. But
Yeah.
I'm going to put him at the very end of upper card right now, just because of the legacy that he's left behind. I know what this man is capable of doing. I know this man's entertaining, and he is the brother of the owner of this company. So you know that he's definitely going to go a little further. He's just not really showing his full potential right now. Well, he did in that match with Cody Rhodes at Double or Nothing, but
yeah.
I don't know. Right now, he's not.
Okay. So I think that's 2 votes upper card, 1 mid card, and what was yours, Zach?
Mid card.
Mid card.
Oh, okay. Let's even it out. Since the last one I compromised to put someone on upper card, we'll leave Dustin upper part of mid card.
Fair enough.
Next one, Evil Uno. Knock. I know you weren't so hot on this guy when he came in, but what are your thoughts now? Where is he now?
I warmed up to him a little bit, but I'll put him mid card.
Okay. See, I wish he was the Exalted One. I think he was starting to do a good job right when they introduced Brody Lee.
If you're gonna be honest, he was. He's doing a very good job.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would have been fine with that swerve. But I'm going to put him up mid card too. If he was the Exalted One, then I'd say upper card, but I guess he's just a lackey.
Yeah, for that reason, I'm going to put him mid card. Mid card. I agree with you guys.
Yeah.
I'll say mid card too, but he really needs to do something with the next 3 months.
Yeah. I think Brody kind of took his position away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if the whole pandemic thing's affecting his travel too. Because I don't see why he hasn't been on TV yet.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
All right. Well, next up, we've got the first one half of the first AEW Tag Team Champions, Frankie Kazarian. I'm upper card.
Same here.
Mhm.
Flux capacitor himself.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Easy choice. Next up, this man is here to do some cowboy shit, and he ain't doing it sober. Hangman Adam Page. I think he's ready for the main event. I'm putting him in the main event.
Same.
Yeah, I'll put a main event too. He does. all the elite, I'll say this again, all the elite needs work on their acting skills. I mean,
Yep.
it's pretty bad, but I love watching this guy in the ring 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's put him, and this is generous. Let's put him in upper card, like very lower upper card.
Really?
I was never really a big fan of Hangman Page. He was kind of like a nobody before until the Young Bucks kind of discovered him and put him in the Bullet Club. I don't know. I was never really big on his moveset. I think he's kind of generic looking, and like Zach said, like he needs to really work on his backstage acting skills. I don't know. I really don't see that much in him, but I see that AEW has big plans for him. They're pushing him a lot, so upper card, I guess.
That's fair. I
Doesn't
think
excite me.
I get what you're saying about because the Young Bucks tell a story about how Ring of Honor wasn't doing anything with him because they didn't see that much, and they were like, "Hey, let's take this guy. We see the potential." I think Hangman is the first success story in their like homegrown stable.
Yeah.
He's someone who, when they started the company, I was like, this guy isn't main event yet, but now I think he's grown into it.
Yeah.
Let's see where he goes.
Before the Jericho match for the AEW title, I was kind of on the fence about him. I didn't really buy into it a lot. But after he changed, he just took that ball and ran with it. So I'm all for him.
And he's still one of the people who I still say gave us the best tag team match in history. So I'm going to give him his props. But for right now, 3-1 main event. He goes to the main event. We go on next to Isaiah Cassidy. One half of Private Party, best theme song in the business. Where's he going?
Upper card for me.
Lower part of the upper card for me also.
Yeah. I don't know. I want to say upper card, but I might say mid. His talent is up there, but
you have to go back to what Matt Hardy said this week. They're pretty much like the Hardy Boys of AEW. These guys are talented. Both of them.
Well, yeah, they said that, but isn't the Young Bucks the Hardy Boys of AEW? Isn't the Young Bucks the Hardy Boys of everything?
I don't know.
That's what I would think too. But Matt did give him the props.
Yeah.
AEW.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'll say mid card because they, again, like I said a couple weeks ago, I need to see them on my TV more. They're really young. I think they have a lot of time yet, but getting props from Matt Hardy, I'm not really going to give too much credit into. Nothing against Matt Hardy. It's just any old guy can put over anyone. I don't know how many guys Kurt Angle put over that were young and just kind of went nowhere. So I'll say mid card for now. I think they should get pushed more.
Yeah. And to kind of...
Sorry, Eric, you go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, like, I see what you're saying, but I think that maybe he said, I felt like it was genuine. Maybe he said that because he kind of did see a little bit of himself in the Private Party. I don't think he was just saying it. I mean, that's how I look at it.
Real. See, so when I watched that segment, I thought it was kind of weird. I thought Matt was just, I don't want to say reading a script, but I don't feel like that was him. I feel like it was an awkward interaction.
Yeah, me too.
And like Zach said, like I've seen too many people. Like I've seen him say the Young Bucks were the Hardys of this generation. Like anyone can put anyone over. So it's.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, but I'm sure he said that to a lot of teams. So who knows? But I agree with Zach. I'm gonna say mid card, but we'll compromise and put him upper mid card, right above Dustin.
Sounds fair.
Next up, Jack Evans of the Hybrid 2. Is he joining his buddy in jobber territory?
Because he was one of the greatest high flyers of all time at one point, I can't put him in job position. I'll put him lower card.
I'm going to say jobber because we haven't released it yet, but we did a SmackDown video, and we put all three members of the Lucha House Party in jobber, and those, Lindsay Dorado and Kalisto are not jobbers, but I had to do it.
Fair enough.
What about you, Zach? Where are you putting them?
I'm gonna put him in jobber.
It's crazy to me because like before he always had the reputation of being like the hothead and having heat backstage. I could never picture him as a jobber back then and like being okay with that. Now he's just chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paychecks, man.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they're working other shows somewhere else. As long as it's not in America, I guess. How about you, Paul?
Who is this? Jobber.
Yep, Jobber.
I'm sorry.
Man, but Jack ever
Yeah, do better.
Yeah.
trained in the Hart dungeon.
Did he?
Tag team with this dude Teddy Hart. This dude was Ricochet before Ricochet.
Maybe I need to check out his matches. Maybe I'll take your word for it. I don't know who he is, so I'm just going to put him Jobber for now.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
All right. Well, you're someone who I'm sure Paul has heard of. The person who I think is the first failure in terms of booking for AEW, Jake Hager.
Really?
Oh, you didn't see Shawn Spears?
I've got some thoughts on Shawn Spears. He's actually going to be higher than you guys think. But
okay.
Jake Hager?
I think he was the first failure. I think they had so much momentum behind them, and it just kind of died down.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Because what has he done of significance? What has he done of significance as of late?
He cashed in his Kohl's cash for those outfits.
That poem he did on AEW Dynamite, it spoke to me, man. It's beautiful.
But of significance.
I don't know. I like him. I'll put him in upper card. I enjoyed his match with Moxley. His match with Dustin, I'm not going to lie, that was a low point for both of them. That was not that good of a match.
No.
But I enjoy him. His elements he brought to the Stadium Stampede match, the comedic stuff and the stuff in the bar with Hangman. I thought it balanced it well.
Yeah.
This guy's just another lackey to me. And it's kind of sad because I really liked his work in the WWE. I really liked Jack Swagger. The RWB bomb. Fun fact was actually, you remember when we did the top 3 finishers, that one episode?
Yeah.
The RWB bomb, before I changed it to the Worm, was going to be my 3rd favorite finisher of all time. I love that move.
Fair enough.
So let's put him in, upper mid card. Upper mid card?
I was going upper card, but like lower part of the upper card.
Let's put him upper mid card for me.
Okay. I think I'm gonna say mid card just because he came in so strong, and I just haven't seen him do anything. Like the staring thing was cool for a bit, but you gotta do something else eventually. And at the end of the day, there's somebody who does his job better than him, and his name is Wardlow.
Mm-hmm.
So
he's reciting poetry now, man. What more do you want?
Who are you, Heidenreich?
If he pulls out a guitar and sings for us, then I'll change my mind.
All right, fair enough.
How about you, Zach? Where's he going?
I'll say mid card. Just every time I look at this dude, I just think, what have you done for me lately?
Yeah.
Kohl's cash.
Oh man, if he came out in a suit, I don't know. Maybe the suits are overdone, but what he's wearing just ain't working.
Right, like go pick up your kid. Why are you doing that?
He looks like someone's dad.
Oh man, church is a session. Get out of here.
Oh,
go to your kids. Go home.
My goodness. Well, we move on. He's going in the mid card. I think that was
not Heath Slater.
He looks like him. But we go on to Jimmy Havoc.
Speaking of dads,
I don't know where to put him because I feel like he should be better than this.
I'll put him in mid card.
Yeah.
Lower mid card.
Sure. Yeah, let's put him there too for me.
I feel like that's too high, but I feel like lower card is too low for what he could do, what he should be able to do.
Looking at him currently, do you like him in a tag team with Kip Sabian?
No, I don't think they make a good tag team. I think their ring chemistry is. I think it's better. This week was better, but
this week was a lot better.
I'm gonna say mid card. I'm gonna give him
like lower mid card.
Yeah, it's just when I think of Jimmy Havoc, I think of a legend, like a guy who in the UK is somebody, and AEW's Jimmy Havoc is not that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I wish they did something more with his entrance.
Reason.
Yeah, if they give him, sorry, go ahead.
I just feel like he would. His character would warrant a special type of entrance, and that'd add a little more to him, his presence.
Yeah.
Well, that's just it. He has all this big character in him, and he's done better stuff outside of AEW. But then when you have him outside of the ring, looking like he doesn't know if he should go grab another beer or not, if his wife could yell at him, like, I don't see the point. and like having a gimmick if you're going to be outside of the ring doing this other stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah, didn't you say he looked like a retired 40-something-year-old playing in a garage band?
Oh God. Oh man, poor Jimmy. Poor little Jimmy. But we go on next up with Jimmy Havoc in the mid card. We've got the bad boy, Joey Janela.
I don't like that guy, man. His elbow drop, he has good form on that. I'll give him that.
Mhm.
I just can't get behind this guy at all, man. I know he does a lot of great work on the indies. He's a legend there.
Yeah.
But I'll put him in the mid card. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree with you, Knock. I would say mid card too. I didn't really know much about this guy. Like Knock said, he is an indie darling. I haven't really seen a lot of his work, but from what I've seen in AEW, he's not really showing me enough. When he was kind of chosen for Double or Nothing this year, I think that came as a shock to everyone. We were kind of just like, where did this guy come from?
Yeah.
You know?
I feel like they've given him matches where he's done better than expected. So I think he has the potential to be upper card. But
Yeah.
but regular Jimmy Havoc, not Jimmy Havoc, sorry. Joey Janela, who feuded with Kip Sabian and Penelope Ford, did not entertain me. So
Yeah.
No.
I'm going to say mid card.
Yeah.
How about you, Zach?
I'm going to say lower card. This dude does nothing for me. I know he's not going to be a jobber in AEW, but just because you stick your tongue out and call yourself the bad boy and wear your 80 shades, like it's so forced. Everything about this guy is forced, man.
Yeah.
You know what needs to be forced? His teeth.
feel
So
you.
get some braces, son.
Hey!
I will say something in his defense, though. When he fought Kenny Omega, that was one of the best V-trigger sells I've ever seen. That was amazing.
Yeah, that was amazing.
That's true.
Zach,
But
you are
yeah.
a gem. I missed you. Don't ever leave. Don't ever leave.
Please don't. Our subscriber count can't take it. But next up, we've got a diamond in the rough. Man who just faced Cody for TNT Championship. Jungle Boy.
A great match, by the way.
Great match. Where is Jack Perry going?
He's borderline for me.
Mhm.
Like upper mid card, lower upper card. I'll put him upper mid card for me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put him in upper card just from the contest I saw this week.
Yeah.
That was a hell of a match.
I'm gonna. I know he's not gonna go here, but I'm gonna say lower card for a reason. I think he still needs to learn, and I think his booking needs to improve. He definitely has a skill of an upper carder, and one day he will be a main eventer. But I think he's still too young. I think he still has a lot to learn, and I think working your way up the card bit by bit can really help you.
How about you, Zach?
Yeah, I agree. I'm going to put him in mid card just for all the reasons that Eric just said. But I think you give 2 years, he is going to be in the main event. And that's why I don't like when the internet goes after JR for calling him Jungle Boy Jack Perry, because you start that crap now. You start calling him something else now so he can become Jack Perry, and it's not forced or weird. Like, he just doesn't have to switch gimmicks, so he can ease into a new singles competitor, because I think he's going to be main eventing and getting the AEW championship within 2 to 5 years.
Yeah.
And also, I love his storyline, how he was raised by wolves. I think that's genius.
I like it.
It's so funny. You
Right.
don't like it or you like it?
I like it, but
Okay.
if I were like, I like how JR calls him Jungle Boy Jack Perry for that exact same reason. But I feel like somebody in the backstage should tell him, listen, kid, you're gonna be a main eventer someday. You need to speak. You need to start talking.
Yeah.
So I wish he would less jungle and more boy. But it is what it is.
All right.
But right now, I think it was 2-1-1. Oh, come on, Paul. You don't want to call me out on the podcast for petty shit. But
yeah, sorry.
but now we move on to next person with Jungle Boy in the mid card. I think this one is Kip Sabian, not the best picture. I know, Knock, you haven't been impressed with him.
I haven't. His best work was last year against Double or Nothing with Sammy, but I just can't get behind him. I look at I look at Penelope Ford more, and for obvious reasons, but like she's just more entertaining and she's better in the ring. I just don't. I can't get behind him. I don't like his matches.
Mhm.
I'll put him in lower mid card though, in the mid card, but just the lower end of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to say that I look at him more than I look at Penelope Ford for obvious reasons, but I agree with you. Mid card.
Yeah.
I think I'll say mid card too, just because of the same reasons. He could go up or down in about a week or two, depending on what he does, but he's pretty plain.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if it's effort or if it can't be booking. I think it's just like for some reason in the ring he just doesn't. He chooses when he wants to be great or not.
He doesn't shine in the ring.
Yeah, like his
There's
very.
nothing special about him.
I still remember like he was his match against Sammy Guevara, like the first ever AEW match. That match was good,
Yeah.
and that's what made me like him. But he just hasn't shown
Yeah.
that Kip Sabian in a while.
Yeah. He's nice to look at, though. Good
Yeah.
looking dude.
Good for a
I mean,
poster.
he's a great look.
Yeah.
I want to get behind him. I just can't. I don't know if it's because like the stuff he does, I've seen people do it better and a lot. I don't know, but he's not. I like him. I just can't get behind
We
him.
need to see more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But next up, we've got the Murder Hawk, Lance Archer.
Let's hear Zach's thoughts first.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put him in mid card. He needs Jake the Snake, and I don't know what the hell Jake the Snake's turning into, but like I don't know, man. They seem like these two dudes who live in this house in like a white neighborhood who have like 4 cars outside, a couple choppers.
2 of them don't work.
Yeah, and like have a bonfire going at all times of the day. Like I just don't get these two. Like the dude's got size. Jake the Snake is awesome, but he's like deteriorating into something with his mic skills now. Like I don't know what he's saying. I don't know, man. I can't get behind this guy.
Word.
I think it's just because like last year they had no big men, and now they're kind of crowded with them. There's just so many, and we've all praised Wardlow. I don't know. I want to like Lance Archer because I know what he's done in TNA. He was in a New Japan, but I'll put him mid card also. I don't know. I do enjoy him for some parts.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a fair point. I don't know why. The way you said that, like how they're crowded with big men, it reminds me of I don't know if you ever played NBA 2K, like League mode or GM mode, and you could like draft your players. Sometimes what happens, like I'll accidentally draft too many centers. I'm like, fuck, I'm sorry, big dude, you're good, but you gotta sit out. I got too many big guys.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what's happening a little bit.
We'll call you in when we need you.
Yeah. So I feel like some of these big guys are gonna get lost in the shuffle. And I don't think Lance Archer's the best big guy in there, so I'm gonna say mid card.
Yeah. I will say his moonsault that he does when he walks ropes is pretty cool. But yeah.
Yeah. So we all agree mid card 4-0.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Cool.
Next up, I said before I think Jake Hager was the first failure. I take it back. I think he's second. 'Cause I think Luchasaurus is the first one.
Really?
I think
I agree with you.
I think where he is right now confuses me because they've said if you're successful, you sell T-shirts, you're going places. Luchasaurus was one of those first people to do that, and I don't think it's reflected. So I'm not the hugest fan of where he is right now, but I'm gonna say upper mid card.
Okay. I think he's a mid card also. I don't know what they're doing with him booking wise. He should have had a few more matches here, some more pushes, but maybe it's just not his time. I don't want to see him go up against the title and just there to lose. So it looks like maybe they're long-term booking him. I don't know what it is, but he should be huge. He will sell, like you're saying, and kids will love him. So I'll put him upper card for me. Lower bit of the upper card.
Yeah.
I'll say mid card. I agree. I feel like they blew their chance with him when they had crowds. He'll obviously make a comeback, I think, but I mean, they really did blow a chance with him. But it's tough to do with someone like him because he could have been a big man to take on a lot of the heels, but then their storytelling kept changing too quick for me, where it was the Elite versus the Inner Circle, then it was someone else for someone else. And like they never finished their storyline. So I feel like he never had an opportunity to jump in against like a good heel, like a top heel or a big heel. like
Yeah.
big man.
Yeah.
Yeah. And sorry, go ahead, Paul.
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say, yeah, I'm gonna put him in mid card too. When I first saw this guy, I'm like, wait, who's that? He was the one who first caught my attention. I was just like, when they were doing the press conference, I'm like, okay, white dude, white dude, white dude. Wait, who's this tall motherfucker? I want to see more of him. But yeah, I agree with you guys. They're just not. They kind of blew their chances with him when they still had crowds, and yeah, I think that he can make a comeback, but I just don't know what they're going to do with him at this point because they kind of put him at the back burner, in my opinion.
Yeah. And in a promotion where JR constantly reminds us that wins and losses matter, Jungle Express's wins-loss record is not that good. So
Yeah.
it could be better. But we are going to finish up the Jungle Express train with the greatest member of them all, the strongest, the fastest, the smartest, Marco Stunt. Where's he going? Main event.
Straight to the jobber position.
Mhm.
I don't like this guy, man. I'm sorry.
He's the guy who crashes in the spare room at Lance Archer and Jake the Snake's little shit show.
So descriptive.
Like he's got like a little mattress, like a kid-sized mattress in a closet.
A twin size.
Yeah. I just want to say, to this guy's credit, he is not that bad, but they need to book guys like this, not as jobbers, but give them wins on dark. Because otherwise, yeah, guys like this are just jobbers. And JR can talk about his heart and all that crap as much as he wants. Jobber.
Yeah.
I remember you saying that on a podcast a few weeks ago. He did get a win on dark, like the podcast or the episode right after he said that on the podcast. I thought I was like, Zach's onto something.
Okay.
Yeah, he should get some more wins. I want to like him just because it's always good, just like not from a kayfabe sense, but from like a real sense. A guy that small making it to a stage like AEW, that's cool.
Yeah.
But he's a jobber right now.
And to quote Elias talking to Leo Rush, who left their kid here? Jobber.
Oh man. But all right, for 4-0 jobber, we move on back to Private Party. One of these days, I'm just gonna blast their theme song real loud on this video. Mark Quinn, where's he going?
I'm gonna put him in the same spot, upper card.
Yeah. Wait, where is? I can't find his card.
We'll put Isaiah Cassidy in mid card, I think.
Yeah, we did.
I said upper card.
No, we compromised. It was 2-2, so we compromised. He's mid card.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, personally for me, like, he's gonna go in like lower upper card because that's what I said for Isaiah.
Okay.
Gotcha.
I don't know which one of them is they're both so talented. Usually in a tag team, there's someone who edges out a little bit, but I think these two are equal.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah,
I have the same comments.
I like Mark Quinn a lot. I'll put him upper mid card. And shout out to their videos they do. They fight that teddy bear. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah. I'm gonna say mid card too.
Yeah, I think that's a good spot. Upper mid card.
Okay. How about you, Zach? Mid card, upper.
Yeah, I'll say the same. I think he is going to be the one to break out from Private Party. There's something about the way he is silent that makes when he does speak more effective, and he's awesome in the ring.
Yeah. I dig that.
Yeah, he's the Montez Ford of this group, in my opinion.
I will say, when I was looking at pictures for all the people, Isaiah Cassidy, I guess I found the picture before he was Private Party, and thank goodness he started doing Private Party because he did not. He looked like someone who would never even make it to NXT. Just like bland,
generic,
small. He looked like Marco Stunt, but
really,
yeah.
So really bulked up then.
So yeah, I'm glad that they found each other in Private Party, but I think Mark Quinn has a bit more natural charisma to him. But we move on to the man who says that they are the Hardy Boys of AEW, the broken one, the multifarious Matt Hardy.
Main event, he's a star.
Yeah,
I think so.
I'm gonna put him in the same position, main event.
I don't know, because I still don't entirely get this version of Matt Hardy.
Yeah, it feels like this one's more confusing than the Woken Matt Hardy.
Yeah.
Well, isn't the whole gimmick confusing to begin with? You're just like, what's going on?
Yeah,
but there's a way to do it consistently and to make sense though, because like how they're doing the changes. He's only talking weird when he's Damascus. Like,
yeah,
he doesn't. I don't know. There's something that could be done a lot better with this, and I don't know if it's. I don't know what it is. I don't dig it.
I see it as like they're taking the broken gimmick to a more literal sense. So like all the ages and stages of Hardy, it's like shattered dimensions. If you ever played a game in Spider-Man where they had different phases of Spider-Man, kept switching. I think it's kind of cool in that sense. Obviously, different phases of Matt Hardy. Even Surge before he made it to WWE. That little gimmick he had, their promotion.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll admit it is weird though. It is a little strange.
Yeah.
But the idea of it, I'm all for.
It's weird. Like the original Broken Matt, I could follow. Like as crazy it was, it made sense. Woken Matt Hardy made sense. This one, and maybe because like if you go back to listen to like as soon as he left WWE, he talks about how all he wanted to do was build talent, and he had so many ideas. And I'm not seeing any of that in this Matt Hardy. This Matt Hardy just feels weird. But I'll give him main event just because I think. Actually, no. I'm gonna give him upper card. If Chris Jericho were still champion, I'd give him main event. But I don't see him going against like Moxley or anybody young and winning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say upper card too. I mean, he's such a name. He's done so much, but I mean, there's a way to organize weirdness and chaos, and I think he needs to figure it out with this gimmick because I think it has potential that I fear it's not going to reach.
Yeah. Well, we'll compromise. He's very tip top of the upper card.
Yeah, but that pool scene, man, in the Stadium Stampede.
Oh, okay, that was cool. I give him props for that. But all right, we move on to one half of the greatest tag team in history.
Main event.
Whoa.
Or even say it.
Yeah, if you guys are watching this video, the tag team tournament already happened. I won. Young Bucks won. Matt Hardy.
Who said that? Who said that?
Check out the podcast.
We didn't even do it yet.
Matt Jackson, I'm putting in main event.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll put him in main event.
Yeah, and I think we're gonna put Nick Jackson main event too. But I'm gonna just to, I guess, add some spice to it. I think I think Matt Jackson goes above Nick Jackson. I'm gonna put that controversial thought out there.
Really?
I think he's got a better mind. Nick Jackson has a brilliant mind for wrestling too. I just want to say that, and he's got flips for days. But I mean, if I'm watching a story-driven match, which is my personal preference, I'm picking Matt Jackson, selling the back for 3 years.
True.
Does the Bucks mom give Nick Jackson Matt Jackson's hand-me-downs?
Oh man. But
I don't know.
How about you, Doc? What do you think, Nick or Matt?
Oh, Nick for sure. I'd rather watch him in the ring. I could watch him in Phoenix wrestle anytime, no story, just put a camera in the ring.
Yeah. But I think we all agree, both the Young Bucks in the main event?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, for sure.
Sounds good. Next up, future AEW champion, no doubt, Michael Nakazawa. Where's he going?
He is one ugly motherfucker.
I want to
say that. He's so ugly. Jesus Christ.
I want to preface this by saying I hate this guy. I don't like him. I really don't.
Oh, what?
At least with Brandon Cutler and Peter Avalon, being winless, I could appreciate their wrestling. I don't like this guy. The slime, all that nonsense. Get it out of here. Super jobber.
Mm-hmm.
Slide your way to the back.
Oh.
Yep.
To the back.
Not gonna ever watch your matches. Done.
All right.
To the back.
It sounds like it's 3 votes to the jobber territory.
Yep.
I'm going to say main event just because I appreciate
Oh my gosh.
He's not going there, but I love the baby oil. I love it. Oh man. It's so entertaining to me.
But take away the baby oil.
Would you take that spot?
That's different. I'm tag out for that one, but but I popped.
Paul,
Oh boy.
yeah. Paul, do you know his finisher?
No, I actually don't.
So you remember Santino Marella, his Sacco?
Oh, that's right.
The Cobra.
He grabs his drawers, undoes them in the ring, and does it to the guy as Sacco.
Oh, lovely. Jobber.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
I don't like this guy, man. I despise him.
Oh man,
I don't get it.
He licks toilet seats.
You telling me you
Creepy
enjoyed
Japanese
his Fighter Fest storyline? Matt Jackson, the CEO. Oh man,
I skipped it. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh. It's like, well, Michael, I'm a fan. You've got a fan in West Coast Popcast. Next up,
Everyone needs one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Next up, we've got the Salt of the Earth, MJ Mother F and F. Where's he going?
Main event. And you know what? I'm going to argue with you, Eric. I think he has the best theme song in AEW.
Really?
Main event. Mm-hmm.
I do
Sounds
like it
like
because
a
it
lot.
sounds like a villain's like Grand Theft Auto theme song.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it fits
Yeah.
him perfectly.
Okay. I'm gonna go uppercard.
Same.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say uppercard too. And I just want to preface, he gets a lot of props for his promos. His promos are getting staler and staler. I know he can talk. He needs to quit referencing other wrestlers and older wrestlers and saying he's the best that way. He can. He's better than his promos have been in the last since he came back.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the beginning, his promos were really high. We always talked about
so
him.
good,
I
yeah.
It was
I
dastardly.
didn't realize that now. Yeah.
I'm gonna see. The thing I like about it though is even though it is getting stale, but it's almost like when your first day of work, you meet this jackass, this guy you just don't like. Eventually, you get used to him. Like if he's just a bad guy every day, you get used to it. I think that's what is MJF. I think he's
Yeah, and it becomes entertaining.
See, I'm the opposite. I think getting used to him is why he's not entertaining to me. If I know what someone's gonna say when they grab a mic, I'm out. I zone out. That's every Shield member.
Okay, that's fair.
Even Seth Rollins now?
Yeah, he's good at what he does, and I like it. But I know what he's gonna say and how he's gonna act.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will say this to give him some heel points. I wanted to get it on the podcast, but unfortunately, it didn't arrive in time. I got Knock a birthday present. It was Will Ospreay sending him a shout out, and
What?
Yes.
in the
Awesome.
Great present.
in the section, MJF is there, and he charges $500, and he insults you, and he purely doesn't do this for the money. Like people are there doing it for cash. Ric Flair is charging that much. MJF is like, I'm selling this for $500 because I know you can't afford it, and I love every aspect of him.
What
Is a
an
true player.
asshole.
See,
I
that's
love
the
that.
MJF I like.
I love that.
So
I love that so much.
it's like an apt.
It's the little stuff with him.
Yeah.
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 So I think he's one day we're gonna be putting him like the Mount Rushmore of heels, but I think he's still got to wait a little bit to go.
And do you guys watch what's his name? He's on YouTube. Chris.
Van
He
Vliet.
interviews. Yeah, Van Vliet. Like whenever he interviews someone, they're always, they're out of character. They're nice with him. MJF was the only person in that interview to stay in character and just be an asshole the entire way through.
Yeah.
I think this guy's a genius.
Yeah.
I'm still going to say main event.
I think he's great. He's just so self-aware when he has a mic. If you watch him when they have the commercial breaks and he's making people kiss the ring and what he says to them and people that he won't let kiss the ring. Like, he's so smart when he's not on, I guess. It's weird to say, but when he has a mic, he's very predictable now. When he doesn't, when he's somewhere else, he's gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you exclude the Holy Trinity, that being Kenny Omega, Chris Jericho, and the Young Bucks, I think he's the next best thing, in my opinion.
I just hope they don't. Sorry, go ahead, Knock.
Go ahead, but mine is different. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I just hope they don't pull the trigger on him too soon. Like I think they pulled the trigger on him with Cody too soon. So I hope they don't main event him way too soon.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say since Paul mentioned Van Vliet, fun fact: me and Eric met him one time at an Impact show we were working. And he was interviewing Brian Cage.
Oh, I'm so jealous. I love that guy. His interviews are so good.
Yeah. Shout out to him and free plug. He's got a podcast now. So if you like his YouTube, check him out. And Van Vliet, if you watch this, send us that plug money.
Love you.
Next up, the AEW World Champion, Jon Moxley. I was going to do the Roberts, but I thought, fuck it. I don't get paid enough for this.
Maybe one day.
Yeah.
You get that check in the mail.
Exactly, Zach. Where's that at?
I don't know, Zach.
It's Cash, my man. Sorry about it. My fridge is full of groceries.
Oh man. Obviously, I think main event.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah.
This is the best he's been.
And it's strange too. There are a few people who I rank higher because even I don't see it. They're a draw. I think Moxley's a good case of that. I don't personally see it. I don't like his promos. I think it's still WWE like Dean Ambrose just turned up.
Yeah.
But he's a draw and people like him. So.
And that's
I
not a
agree
bad
His matches more.
what's the expression? If it's not broke, don't fix it.
Yeah. I mean, it did work in WWE. It was just the booking, and like the fans liked it when he won.
Yeah,
fans liked him.
I'd really get behind this guy if he didn't do promos. I love his theme song too, by the way. I'm very picky on theme songs, but his is really pretty kick ass. But yeah, if he didn't do promos, I would get behind this guy 100%. He's not awful. It's just, again, I know exactly what he's gonna say.
That's true. That's fair.
Yeah,
I agree with that. He's still, but everything else just outweighs that. He's the full package in my opinion.
Okay. I can dig that. That's fair. 4-0 main event. Next up, we come to the best bout machine. Or is he? Kenny Omega. Main event.
It's not questionable.
Motherfucking event. He is my favorite wrestler of all time. Number one. Besides Naito.
Yeah, easily main event. It took him leaving New Japan to go to AEW for me to realize how animated he really is in the ring. Like, it's beyond me how animated he is. But main event, for sure, gonna be an all-time great.
Yeah, I agree.
You can't put him anywhere else.
Yeah, that's fair. I had a point, I forgot it, but yeah, main event. Oh well. We move on.
We'll come back to you.
Yeah. We move on to Orange. Oh, I remember what it is now. We spoiler alert because we are working on another Pop 10 video, and it's for best of 2019, and it's so shocking that Kenny is not on that list. Just he
really
yeah, because that was like when AEW first started. It wasn't his best year. I don't even have him as like top 13.
I mean, his record wasn't great, but everything else I felt worked.
But remember, also the first half of 2019, he wasn't wrestling. That was when his contract was done.
Yeah.
So it's partially the absence
under his belt, and
yeah. But it's a weird year for him. It's like when he was there, he was good, but unfortunately, just wasn't there enough.
Yeah.
But we move on next to someone who I never get tired of hearing people praise him because it's all true. He's a wrestling genius, Orange Cassidy. But where does he go right now?
The baddest man on the planet.
All denim, everything.
I think right now he's upper card for me. I really enjoy him, and whenever he wrestles, it's a big deal. I just don't see him getting any titles yet or anything like that, but he's fine existing outside of that title chase space, so I'll put him upper card.
Yeah,
I'll say upper card too, and I don't think he should ever go for the AEW championship, but I think he would make a fantastic 2-month-long-ish TNT champion.
Yeah. I agree. I'm also gonna say upper card.
Yeah, I mean, if it's personal, I would put him main event because I love this dude, everything he does. But if we're gonna base it on his standing in the company, I would say upper card.
Yeah. If it were up to me, I would not let him wrestle, except for like every 3 months. Not even on Dark.
Yeah.
If he wants to go like train to stay in ring shape, I'm cool with that. But I want to keep his matches like a mystique.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like
I
Christmas.
would have
You gotta make
saved
it a special occasion.
Yeah.
I would have saved his first win for when he had a crowd. I wouldn't have threw it away like that. I think he has more potential than his best friend teammates.
Definitely.
100%.
Like,
get rid of those two, honestly.
He's out here. He's a genius, man. He's saving and his career here, having longevity, not wrestling. He's a genius. Not taking bumps, still being over. He's a genius.
Yeah.
He is.
And if you want to see how good the guy is, just go on YouTube and watch his matches, man. The guy can go. He's amazing.
Mhm.
Yeah, watch him versus Pac.
Yeah.
He had a really good match against Shawn Spears.
Yeah.
Better Superman punch than Roman.
Oh, that Superman punch is
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
And I love that booking of that Jungle Boy and him being the last two in the Battle Royal because I didn't know who I wanted to win.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But all right, upper card for now. Next up, unless anyone has a reason not to, like to put them in different spots, Santana and Ortiz are together, proud and powerful.
Mhm.
Where are they going?
Well,
We haven't
because-
seen. Go ahead, Paul.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, well, because they're part of the clique, I would say like it would either have to be upper card, not so much main event, but like maybe like upper mid card.
Yeah, I'll put them in the upper card. We haven't seen their true potential. They still have their best matches have been in TNA. So I still want to see
Yeah.
more from them before I can like say main event or anything else. But upper card, they're in the inner circle. They're great.
We know they can go, but they just haven't really shown much as of yet in AEW.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree.
And honestly, at first they were just in, I think, too many matches. A lot of the tag teams were just in too many matches when AEW first started. So I think we are going to see more and better from them later on down the line, but upper card for sure.
Yeah, I see more potential with Ortiz though. I find him entertaining.
Really? Yeah.
Just the cat scratches and the like screaming into the camera. For some reason, it works with him.
I like
Anybody else?
Santana
else
a
like
lot
him.
better.
Yeah,
Oh,
I love
yeah.
Santana.
Why is that, Zach?
He just comes across as he knows what he's doing. I don't like the crazy person gimmick. I mean, I don't know, it's done to death, but
Yeah,
they're both really awesome. I'm not going to knock them, but it's just the gimmick itself when you break it down.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not so much. It's not so common in like men. I think I feel like the crazy gimmick is more for like women. So I think it's kind of refreshing to see it on a dude. I don't know. I haven't seen a lot of like crazy gimmicks for men. I can't really recall that many.
that sounds like a top 10 list. But all right,
There you go.
we move on. Next up, the man with more muscles than any other man on the planet, Pac.
Mhm.
Where is he going?
Fitting name.
Main event.
Main event.
Yeah,
He defies gravity. Main event.
he gets my vote for the next AEW champion. So
Mhm.
main
Yes.
event.
One of the best gimmicks of all time. I love Bastard Pac so much. It's so badass. This is how you do a heel gimmick.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Very true.
and I don't think you could say this about anyone else in WWE history. He is the only person I think has ever carried the brand fully on his back. 205
Yeah.
Live would not have
205.
existed without him.
He was the
Oh,
king of the
yeah.
cruiserweights, yeah.
Not even Hogan or Cena can make that claim. I think it was all Pac.
And yeah, WWE, you blew your chances. You had one of the best wrestlers in the world. This guy can do like 10 trillion flips in the air, and you stick him on 205 Live. Him and Austin Aries, you fucked up. You done goofed WWE.
Yeah.
True that. But looks like we got 4-0 into main event. Do you have any thoughts on that knock you want to say? That cut you off?
No, you're good, man. Love this guy.
Gotcha. All right, next up we've got Pentagon Jr.
Oh man.
Main event.
Oh,
Rocks.
don't get me started.
All right.
Zero Miro. I love this guy, man. He had the crowd rocking when me and Eric had Double Nothing last year.
Yeah.
He has so much charisma. I talk about Angel Garza and stuff. He's the same side of it on the coin there, or opposite sides of the same coin. Pentagon, I love him.
Yeah. I'm gonna say mid card. He's got it going. He's a great worker.
But what?
Wait, what did I say? I meant main event. I'm sorry. I meant main event.
Little slip of the tongue there, Eric.
I'm slipping. My goodness. Yeah, I'm pretty sure earlier I said Kalisto wasn't a jobber too. I was wrong about that too. Kalisto's a jobber. So I'm gonna say main event. He's a damn good worker.
Yeah.
Oh man. Anything else? Zach, you also main event?
Yeah, main event. Just chill out on the Cien Romero thing. Like, it's every 2 seconds. Just chill out on it.
Yeah, he could do it a lot less.
Yeah, he was another one of the dudes where I was just like, wait, who's this guy? He looks badass. I want to see more of him.
Yeah. All right, next up, I'm gonna go ahead and say I take my vote away because I'm voting I'm voting main event, and I refuse to vote anything else but main event.
No, this is
Peter
your coach,
Avalon,
man.
the librarian. Nice.
Yeah,
job.
I'm gonna revoke my vote also and let y'all do this. Very, very passionate about the business, very talented and willing to give back.
Amazing teacher.
Well earned, well deserved that he's on the roster. Hopefully he gets that first win soon. Yeah, maybe upgrade on the robe too.
Yeah.
He's a great heel.
Yeah.
The guy can talk. He's a great heel. So yeah.
And if you guys really want to get inspired, I think he has like this short documentary on YouTube. Go watch that shit. Especially if you are dreaming to become a wrestler yourself. It's so inspiring.
Yeah. Great mind too. Producer for Hollywood Championship Wrestling. The guy could be a top heel. Like that's AEW. I know he kind of limits himself with the librarian character, but if he were to go serious, I could see him being a TNT champion. He's very athletic. He's the tops. But like Mark and I said, we're too close to this one, so we'll let you guys decide where he's going.
Zach.
All right. Don't hate me, guys. I'm gonna say lower card. I really like this guy. I love this guy. The stories you guys tell about him. I hope he gets up there. I hope he does better, gets more TV time, and when they finally split this librarian gimmick, I hope he shines. But as of right now, he's lower card.
That's fair.
I can see that. It is fair.
I'll say main thing is we also, if his girlfriend happens to see this and shows it to him, we don't want to get our asses kicked. So,
hey, we're just being honest here. It's no hard feelings.
You are good. We're just too close to it. But what's your vote there, Paul?
I'm gonna have to agree with Zach. Lower card. I mean, he hasn't had a single win. The only reason why I don't put him in the jobber category is because I personally like him as well, and I feel like he does work hard and he does deserve everything that's coming to him. But he just with the standing of the company, lower card.
Yeah, I do also think one thing that's stopping him is he's still working very closely with Hollywood Championship Wrestling. So I think he's like very involved, like producer tip top level. So I think he chooses to not go all in, no pun intended.
I will say, if you look at wrestling as a whole, and he has not got a win yet, they trust him to have the mic, and he, for his entire entrance, just goes out there and does his thing with the crowd. So I'll give him credit for that.
True.
They do trust him on the mic and stuff like that, which is another aspect of the wrestling.
And he makes a losing streak look good. I cannot wait to see who gets that first win.
Yeah.
But yeah, for right now, Peter Avalon in the lower card. All right, Zach, it's your time to shine. It's your favorite man, QT Marshall. Where is he going?
This fucking guy. He's going back to the produce section. Stupid ass apple on the. Didn't he? I'm sorry. I must have been like doing something or sleeping or something during whatever he did on Dynamite this week. Didn't something happen with him on Dynamite?
Oh, so the bunny from The Butcher and the Blade, they changed her without really saying anything, and now like she's his love interest.
Yeah. Come on.
Which I think she's. I'll let you go. My bad, Zach. But she's married to that guy at the Blade, so I don't know how that's working out.
Yeah. I don't know, man. This guy is so fucking generic.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. This was a case of nepotism. I think Cody this is like maybe he's a wrestler's wrestler, so we don't see it, but Cody obviously likes him and wanted him there.
Yeah.
I will give him the benefit of the doubt because he apparently does a lot of great stuff backstage. They got to use his gym for Dynamite when this whole pandemic stuff happened, and he's well respected. People love him backstage. So
cool. Cody can use my car.
It's like I'll let you use my gym for a contract.
And I know you guys talk about I know you guys talk about how Mandy Rose is so hot, how what's her name? Ford is so hot.
I've never said that. I don't know where you're getting this information from.
Yeah.
All right.
No one's ever said that here.
Okay, well, I made okay. Well, I thought I heard you guys say that, but in my opinion,
people in trouble.
in my opinion, I think Allie is the best looking girl in wrestling right now. So good job nabbing her, dude. But you're still gonna go in the lower card for me.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's something in the water with all these guys getting these like model level girls. I don't know what's going on. But I don't know. Yeah, I'm putting him in jobber.
Mm-hmm. Good job, dude. Allie's a catch.
Yeah.
Hey, I think some of the Stadium Stampede match was some of his ideas. So I know he's well respected backstage. I'll give him that. But
yeah,
jobber for sure.
His backstage work is, from what I hear from Brandy and Cody, it's great. But I think he's the biggest jobber in AEW right now, even more than Marco.
Yeah.
But next up, Rey Fenix. I wish it's not his fault, but I wish he would change his mask because it reminds me too much of Kalisto.
Yeah.
But main event talent for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
I agree.
King of the ropes. This dude is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't understand it.
Him and Pentagon remind me why I love lucha wrestling so much.
Yeah.
The feats that this guy does is incredible. His kicks sound so good. Like I remember like one time we were just lamenting on just how good that one kick he did was.
Orange Cassidy.
Yeah. My one complaint for him is I want him to tone it down. Because too many times we've read headlines very close to pay-per-views where it's like he's injured. And
True.
It might have been just twice, but that's already too many times. So I just wanted to learn to ease off the gas. But otherwise, main event.
Main event.
Next up, I swear, JR, if you call this man the next Eddie Guerrero again, I will lose it. Sammy Guevara. Uppercard.
Uppercard
for me too.
One of the best sellers in the business. He's come a long way in this last year.
Yeah,
I'll say uppercard. Again, mic skills, but in ring he's great and he sells like a mug.
Yeah.
I actually first found out about this guy. Like, do you guys know the YouTuber Brandon Rogers?
No,
I'm not 15.
Oh, you. It's a comedy channel, and he actually guest starred on that. That was my first exposure to him. And he was showing, it was some kind of wrestling skit, and he was showing off what he could do with the ring. And I was just like, whoa, this guy's doing like backflips and shit. This guy's so athletic. I want to see this guy in WWE one day. That didn't happen, but he ended up in AEW, and he's proving me right. He's so likable. He's charismatic. He's great in the ring. But I feel like he's another person I need to see a little bit more from, especially, I don't know. I want to ask you this, Zach. You said that you don't like his promos?
He just seems like I don't know. It seems like he's trying to do a character rather than be himself. It's hard to explain for me, but it just like when I used to do improv, when you'd see someone try too hard, it kind of just takes you out of the scene, and that's just what he reminds me of.
Yeah, I see that.
I see that because some of the promos are pretty good, but I see that like the disconnection that Missy has sometimes. Yeah, it's just a learning thing. It's nothing bad on his part.
He's young,
right. He's young, and he's got Jericho under his wing. So 2 years from now, I won't even mention it.
Yeah, I definitely saw that in the beginning.
He's got to stop singing, though, man. He's killing me.
Another good-looking boy too.
Yeah, he'll be good for the posters.
Yep.
But all right, I think that's 4 votes into the upper card. Next up, Scorpio Sky. I'm gonna vote main event. I think he's got the potential to be a AEW champion.
See, they're another one where the booking was a little weird for him in like the Jungle Jurassic Express. They were pushing him heavy in the beginning, and he had that world title opportunity. He was the first ever tag champ. I want to say upper card. I do hope to see him in the main event one day because he has that talent. He has that athleticism. Maybe a little more in the mic skills he might need, a little more of the presence there. But upper card for now.
Very fair.
Yeah, I'd say upper card too. Kind of the same reasons. I think of the three in SCU, he's the one who would get pushed, in my opinion, to the main event.
Yeah.
This dude and I have a bit of a tumultuous history just because of some of the things he said in the past, specifically about the LGBT community. I really didn't appreciate that. However, the dude's good. I mean, he's a good wrestler, so I have to give him props where props are due. I'll say upper card.
Okay. I didn't know he made any comments about.
Yeah, I didn't know either. I was gonna tell a story about him, but I didn't know you did any of that.
What was your story?
Me and Eric were doing a Championship of Hollywood thing, and after we were taking the ring down after one of the shows he made evented, he just came around and shook everyone's hand. Seemed like a stand-up dude.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he seems like, I don't know. It's not like what he said was disrespectful. Well, it was disrespectful. It wasn't like rude in any kind of way. I felt like he was joking, but it was still. I don't really remember. I'll probably bring it up in the podcast next week. But it was just something really just uncalled for. And like he didn't really even apologize afterwards. He was just saying like, "Oh, I was just trying to be funny. I was just trying to be the funny guy." It's like, well, dude, you're a public figure. You need to be a little bit more self-conscious.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Well, definitely have those comments ready for us in the podcast next episode.
Yeah. But he's I like him. I like him now. He's okay.
Yeah. I will also add to that story. Before that happened, before he came around shaking our hands, while everyone else was setting up the ring, Knock and I decided to wait in his line just to talk to him. And we finally get to the front, and he's like nice and all. And then he goes like, "So, is there anything else you guys want?" That kind of like, get going, guys.
Listen, I wasn't gonna mention that, man. Come on now. That was a rookie move, agreed mistake. I wasn't gonna put that on the air like that.
You guys want anything else?
But he's a cool guy.
But I get he's there to make money. I mean, it makes sense.
And we haven't seen it yet, but the guy can play an amazing heel. I can't remember if it was Impact or Hollywood, but he's an amazing heel wherever it was.
Hollywood, I believe.
Yeah, Hollywood, yeah.
Okay.
But right now, upper card. Next up, we didn't get to talk about it on the. We'll discuss the podcast later, but we didn't get to talk about it at all. Shawn Spears. I'm going to put him a lot higher than I think you guys are because of something that happened on this episode of Dynamite. I'm going to say upper card.
I'm putting him mid card, and I think you're going to mention his news report. If that's it, I enjoyed that. But mid card for me.
I'll say mid card. I really don't care that he got a glove, a 20th gimmick in AEW. Look, the guy. Okay, I've seen him do a comedy show with Dolph Ziggler. He's genuinely funny. He can deliver. I don't understand why he needs to do all these gimmicks and not be himself. He can put himself over. These gimmicks cannot get himself over. He's very talented. Every time he does something new and gets a new gimmick, I'm so frustrated because he was so good in front of a live audience at the Comedy Store.
You didn't like his 10 gimmick?
It was saying 10 and putting your fingers out. I mean, there's really nothing to it.
Yeah, that was
got over though.
I know, but I mean, he can deliver on the mic. Like when he was doing that comedy show, he was speaking, not just saying 10. So that's what I know what he can do in front of live audiences.
Yeah,
that's what I don't understand why he doesn't do stuff like that and just be himself, because he's really funny and he's really talented and he's really charismatic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead, Knock.
I would say that was one of the examples where like the gimmick was over, but he wasn't really over.
Yeah.
I just I don't know. I didn't like him back then, and I'm still on the fence about him. But like Zach saying, he's very entertaining. I want to see that side of him. It's like that news support angle he did. I thought was really entertaining. That was like the first time I was like, oh, I like it.
Yeah.
Although I don't think.
Go ahead.
Sorry, Eric. You go.
No, go ahead.
You go. Okay. Well, I was just gonna say like I don't. This is another guy whose moveset I don't really care for either.
That's part of it too.
Honestly.
For me.
Yeah, he's just not. I don't know. He's not bad, but he's not great in the ring.
Yeah.
Which is why I think he can sell like Dolph can. So I don't think he should be put over into like a big title picture.
Yeah.
He just needs to be put over as someone that the fans can relate to and laugh with, and then they'll enjoy his matches and putting other people over there.
See,
you're right. You're right, Paul. He has kind of a limited moveset.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm going fully off potential, but I would go the exact opposite direction with him. When I think back to when he first came in with Cody and Tully, I see like this. He could be there at Randy Orton. He doesn't have to work hard. He doesn't have to like do big moves. I just think that the potential is there to be their biggest heel if he was just serious and they just booked him better.
Yeah, get rid of those whack ass contact lenses too.
Yeah, those are necessary.
So whack.
Yeah. But all right, right now 3 votes mid card. That's where you're going, Sean. That's better than where he was in WWE.
Yeah.
All right, next up we've got Sonny Kiss, someone who hasn't been on TV that much. I wish we saw more of him, but
He's on Dark a couple of times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true. Lower card.
Jobber.
Oh. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is my baby. I'm gonna put him in lower card, even though he should be a jobber.
I'm gonna say jobber, and I'm gonna say he should be at least in mid card. With the statements that came out about inclusivity from NXT from the get go,
Yeah.
I don't see why you didn't want to push someone that you hired and that you thought was capable. You don't have to give them like the TNT title or anything like that, but this is someone we should be seeing regularly in the ring and not outside of the ring.
I will say this though, I think him and Dustin would have made a more interesting tag team than Dustin and QT.
Yes.
Yeah.
That would have been a nice way
That's
to.
actually a good idea.
Because he's still green, like he still needs to learn. But I think that would have been a nice way to have him like learn on the fly, learn while still improving like his character and career on TV, and still showing that. That would have been what I would have done.
Yeah.
But,
even though he's green, this dude is so athletic.
oh yeah, for sure.
Like handspring, backflips, the whole nine. And I love how he kind of incorporates these, I call them like divalicious moves, where he hits people with his ass and shit like that. I love seeing that on a male wrestler. Like Zach said, we really need more inclusivity within the wrestling industry. They're pushing Nyla to the moon, and you should do the same with this dude.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say the moon just yet. I'd say give him the clouds first. I'm just saying, just because like if Dustin would have been his partner, there would have been a little like balance between the divalicious moves and the seriousness. And I think the audience needs to see that. Like I always say when I talk about making things normal for audiences. We've seen a lot of white males in everything. So now if you make someone like Sonny Kiss normal to be seen on TV and not just a booty bouncing gimmick, then it's not a thing. It's just, oh, there's Sonny Kiss.
Yeah, I like the booty bouncing though. That dude can twerk.
Well, I will say, Paul, you made some very great points. I changed my vote to Jobber though. They convinced me that he's going to Jobber.
Fair.
But just because of what they booked him as, I think he has a talent of a mid-carder, maybe upper-carder.
Yeah.
But they haven't done it right. So this is really AEW's fault.
The only reason why I put him in lower card is because I just have a special place in my heart for him. But he should be.
That's fair. I don't blame you.
Yeah.
All right, next up, Stu Grayson of the Dark Order. Where is he going?
I'll put him in mid card. I really like this guy. I think he has a great moveset and he's solid in the ring. But mid card.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah. Right.
Not really much to say about this guy.
Nope.
Yeah. All right, we move on. Next up, Butcher and the Blade right next to each other. Unless anybody wants to separate them, let's do it together. Where are they going?
Borderline jobber and low card. Do they have a win?
No. Did the Young Bucks beat them in their first feud?
They for sure beat them. I don't know if they stole a win at all in that point. But lower card, I don't see much from them. I like Butcher. Like he's kind of cool, like a little throwback his style. I just don't like Blade. I know Zach has a lot to say about him, but lower card for me.
Yeah. I don't want to say Jobber because I don't think there's any tag teams that are besides Angelico and Jack Evans, but exactly. I guess lower card.
Yeah, I agree. Low card.
Yeah, the Blade should be wearing that mask the whole time. I don't understand. I'm not like digging on his look or anything like that, but I mean, it's kind of a cool mask to wear if you're going to do this gimmick of the Butcher and the Blade and the bunny.
Yeah, I thought you were roasting him.
No, I mean these two daddies can have all the fun they want together, but I just think that these two should have been how they were in that vignette with MJF, hired hitmen. You go and the people go to them and just take people out. They don't need to win tag team gold or anything like that, but these guys should be easily mid card, and they're not. I'm gonna say they're jobbers.
Yeah.
That would have been a nice, cool spot for them. It's something different, how they can exist out the title picture, because I'm sorry, they're not going to be in a title picture. There's too many tag teams above them.
Mhm.
Even Jack Evans and Angelico are better. I don't know. I like that Hitman idea that they should have stuck with.
I know they had it, and then they just kind of dropped it. And these guys could have been feared. You have the Blade wear the mask. You have you have the Bunny do the brokering of the deals for him or something. It could have been something better.
Exactly. I'm kind of curious how they decided to give it up, because like the Brandy Rhodes feud, they gave up because they know people didn't like it, like in the arenas and online. But I wonder where the feedback came from for these two. But all right, they're lower card right now. Next up, we've got Trent ? Where is he going?
Trent?
I'd say upper card. He actually has a pair of wins over Ray Phoenix and Pentagon, and they treat him like a star when he's wrestles singles every now and then. He actually they might walk away with the titles at Fyter Fest, I think. So upper card, they like him.
Yeah.
And I think I already said before, like, he's the one that catches my eye. I totally forget that Chuck Taylor's there. Joey Janela, in my opinion, I think is a really good in-ring performer. I like the spots he does. Another beautiful boy. So let's put him in upper card.
Very fair. I agree, upper card. I think when we put Chucky T in the mid card, I told myself wherever he goes, I want Trent to go above him. So I'd say upper card.
Yeah, the person that put him in, I don't like him. He's just another like white hipster doofus kind of dude. He's got his little Bill Murray thing on him. He's got everything he wears. Everything he wears is so like hipstery and like not original, which I see his moveset as. Like I just get really bored with the best friends beyond belief. I don't like either one of them, but I know what they're pushing him as. I'll say upper card, but fuck off.
You don't like his moveset?
It's average. It's like every time I watch the best friends, like the Randy Orton in the back of my mind says, "Fuck these high flyers," because like the Young Bucks take high flying to another level. Yeah. These guys are just like, hey, we can kind of do half this stuff.
That's a very fair point. I could see that.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about Trent that sets me quite into upper card, but I can understand that. Yeah. But for right now, 3 votes upper card. We come down to the last main card of this video, Wardlow. Where is he going?
Main event.
I
think he has the full package. He reminds me of Walter.
He does. He's amazing. I love the guy. He's the best big man they got going right now.
Mm-hmm. He's the Walter of AEW.
I'll say upper card, but this guy needs to be groomed to be main event.
Yeah.
We'll go upper card also.
He's phenomenal to watch for a big man.
Yeah.
All right.
F10, just that choke slam thing he does with his knee. I'm all for it.
Devastating.
Yeah. I think I want to see him build up a little bit more. They're starting to tease the breakup between him and MJF, but I'm gonna say mid card. He's going upper card, 2 votes to 1 and 1, but I think he's very upper mid card. Like I want to see him do a little bit more, but he is the best big man they've got. All right, and as a bonus round, we've got the original Gunn member, Billy Gunn. Where would you put him?
Oh gosh.
Since they like being together so much, just put him right with his son right away.
I like Billy Gunn.
I do too, but I mean, he knows why he's there.
Yeah.
I will say, I just never realized in all these years I've seen him how big he is. This dude is really massive. I just never really realized that. But yeah, wherever his son is.
All right. Like father, like son, jobber category.
Well, I'm not going to put him in the jobber category. I'm going to put him in mid-card because, I don't know. I'm nostalgic. I loved Mr. Ass back in the day in the Attitude Era, and I loved him with Road Dogg. They're so entertaining. And this is a XDX member. Come on,
Yeah.
mid-card.
Yo, Paul, he was in the Beautiful People too, man. Can't forget
Yeah,
that.
Beautiful People, another group I love. There you go, upper mid-card.
All right. I give him his props for being. I don't remember if they fired him or if he quit, but he left WWE, and I give him props for that. But jobber. But for right now,
Okay.
looking at this list, it is definitely. I think the Raw and SmackDown video we did not have as many main eventers. I don't even think we had as many upper cards. The
No.
AEW roster is
Mhm.
very strong. Um,
Mhm.
we are currently.
Which-
Sorry, go ahead, Paul.
Sorry, I was just gonna say, which is a surprise to me because when I first watched AEW, I'm like, I don't see star power in anyone, but that quickly changed over time.
I think also we got to look at because their roster is complete and intact. It's not split.
Mm-hmm.
That might be part of it.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, all right. So we're currently discussing amongst ourselves if this is going to be the podcast or if we're going to upload a smaller podcast episode. Just in case this is the podcast episode, I'm going to list down the rankings, and then we will get to our veto. Oh, Lord, give me strength not to mess this one up. In the main event, we've got Chris Jericho, Cody, Dash, and Cash and Dash, whatever their name is, FTR.
Yeah.
Hangman Adam Page, the Young Bucks, Moxley, Kenny Omega, Pac, both members of the Lucha Brothers. Matt Hardy starts the upper card. MJF, Brian Cage, Mr. Brody Lee, Christopher Daniels, Darby Allen, Frankie Kazarian, Orange Cassidy, both members of Proud and Powerful. We've got Sammy Guevara, we've got Scorpio Sky, and Trent. Next up in the mid card, we've got Mr. Wardlow, Luchasaurus, Jungle Boy, Jake Hager, Mark Quinn, Isaiah Cassidy, The Natural, Dustin Rhodes, Chucky T, both members of the original Dark Order, Evil Uno, and Stu Grayson, Jimmy Havoc, Joey Janela, Kip Sabian, Lance Archer, and Shawn Spears. In the lower card, we've got Boom Boom, Colt Cabana, Peter Avalon, and the Butcher and the Blade. And finally, in jobber category, we've got Jack Evans and Angelico, Billy Gunn and Austin Gunn, Brandon Cutler, Marco Stunt, QT Marshall, Sonny Kiss, and Michael Nakazawa.
Not gonna watch your matches.
At this time, also, I just want to say it's pretty interesting that even though I think Peter has the worst record, we put him above Brandon Cutler.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. But at this point, it's the time of the day where I ask you guys, is there anyone who you would want to move with your veto?
Can I move Nakazawa any lower?
Take him off the list.
Oh, goodness.
Slide on down.
Yeah.
I think this might be the first one where I don't use my veto. I think I'm happy with this.
Yeah, it was a good list. Well done. I think I'm solid with this too.
Well, I don't want to do this because I know you guys probably won't agree, but I kind of want to place Hangman Page in upper card. I don't think he's main event material.
Okay. That's your power. I don't think it's a bad choice. I think upper card very tip top of the upper card is.
He grew on me.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
Yeah.
But not main event.
I don't disagree enough with you to put him back in the main event, so I'm gonna not use my veto again.
Okay.
And then Zach, any changes you want to make?
So I do want to change something, but I know I want to move FTR down to upper card, but I know they're going to be main event for a good 6 months at least. But honestly, 2 years from now, it's going to be like when the Revival was in WWE. I mean, these guys are pretty boring, but it depends on how they work. So I guess I'll just leave them there and they can change my mind.
Boring?
Well, see, I'm curious about they're going to be in the main event with the Young Bucks at some point, but I do wonder what they're going to do after. Like, they're not going to be in the main event constantly. when I think of the Young Bucks in the main event, I could see them doing it constantly. So I might be there with you. I might use mine to move them down to the upper card.
Yeah, I'm okay with that actually. Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you talked me into it, Zach. They're going back to the upper card.
Mm-hmm. Not a bad thing though. Not a bad place to be.
No,
they're not horrible. They just there's a lot better teams out there.
Yeah.
But I will disagree with you. I don't think that they're boring in any aspect.
You think they're good on the mic? They get you pumped up?
I wouldn't say that they get me pumped up, but I like what they say on the mic.
Okay.
I like their whole character. No flips, no tricks, just fists. I appreciate that.
I'm gonna say what I said on this recording of the podcast that no one will ever hear. That it's too early to judge them. It's just way too early.
Right.
But I think upper card for right now is a safe bet. But otherwise, that is our AEW roster ranking. If you stuck around from beginning to end, thank you very much. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Help us grow. As always, we'll be trying to bring out more wrestling content to you. Every Monday, we upload the podcast. We've got videos coming your way very soon. Any last-minute thoughts?
Yeah, great show. It was very entertaining today. I hope you guys enjoy. If you're wondering why the women aren't on this roster list, we're going to split them up and do the AEW women and NXT women together in a different tier list. So keep an eye out for that video. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, all that good stuff. And hope you guys enjoy.
Yeah, the women on both rosters, both NXT and AEW, are just so revered and so special in our opinion that we feel they deserve their own separate list.
Exactly. It has nothing to do with the fact this video is already an hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah.
But with that, thank you guys for watching. Have yourselves a great time.
See you guys.
Later.
Did you enjoy our list? Be sure to leave a comment, like, and subscribe. Also, don't forget to click the bell icon so you can be notified when our next video drops. If you want to hear our thoughts on the pro wrestling world today, check out our podcast, West Coast Popcast, here on our channel or wherever you get your podcast from. I'm Eric from West Coast Popcast, and thank you for watching.